Prices in the used equipment market are the highest Machinery Pete has ever seen, but he is noticing a new price trend that may be better news for some producers' wallets.
Well, no doubt about it, folks. It's been the hottest used farm equipment market I've ever seen. Strongest auction prices in my 33 years compiling this data. But I am beginning to see one emerging soft spot, and that's under 40 horsepower used tractors. Now, let's take a specific example. On an auction just on October 12th in Walla Walla, Washington, this 2021 model Kubota B2601 with 40 hours on it and a loader sold for $16,000. Not a strong price. I mean, it's the third highest one ever. But if we compare back to the spring, April 2nd on an auction in Pennsylvania, another 21 model B2601 with 13 hours and a loader sold for $18,500. So again, auction prices beginning to soften. Now, to understand why in this under 40 horsepower space they're softening when they're not with the large ag equipment, we need to understand what's happening on the dealer used lot. So here's a look at supply and demand. Now, this is data from our MachineryPete.com website. We've had almost 4.9 million searches on under 40 horsepower tractors for sale the last 2 years. And this chart is looking back just pre-pandemic, so spring of 2020. And you can see that blue supply line was quite a bit above the orange demand line. Of course, then the pandemic hit and the orange demand line shot skyward as people, hobby farm acreage owners, not able to spend money going out to eat at restaurants, not taking your kids to ball games, government sending you checks in the mail. And the buyer demand was just shot up instantly for these small horse tractors, ATVs, jet skis, boats, all that stuff. So new stuff sold out, used items on dealer lots just poof, gone. Now more recently, this has begun to self-adjust. Here's the updated look at supply and demand from MachineryPete.com, and you can see the blue supply line now is far ahead of the orange demand line as we have factors like inflation, rising gas prices, the stock market's wobbly. Buyers of small horse tractors are backing off. Now, the one other difference here, of course, versus large ag is there are just flat out more manufacturers in this space. So in addition to Deere, Case IH, New Holland, Massey Ferguson making under 40 horse tractors, you've got Branson, Coyote, Montana, and others. So when the demand took off in spring of 20, it didn't take as long to refill the pipeline. And now dealers have more inventory on their lots, buyers are backing off. That's why we're beginning to see softer auction prices.